Everyone, this is our group's manufacturing process project about mini bicycle for children. This is our group. Let's look at the introduction about bicycles parts. We divided into 13 parts as follows. So we will introduce each part from 3 sections of function, manufacturing process, and its defects and solutions. First of all, let's look at frame. Frame, the role of the frame is to bear the load, including the weight of the bicycle's own components and the packed distortion inter-tire fields when driving, improving the stress and stiffness of bicycle frame is the key to enhance the stability and comfort of bicycle and improving the corrosion resistance of the framing is the main way to prolong its service life. For bicycle frame materials, we choose aluminum alloy, which has greater advantage than laminar preparation. About means 3 process: casting, extrusion, and welding. So in this manufacturing process, there are many defects in the manufacturing process. We have to think about it, and we have to overcome it. First, for casting, it has penetration, shake edge, set blow, and so on. For extrusion, it has surface cracking occurs when the surface of an extrusion splits, and the internal cracking. Surface lines. For welding, it has welding cracked, incomplete fusion, spatter, and so on. So some of the ways to overcome them are listed here. So above is the same as. Next, the forks. The front fork part is located in first part of the bicycle structure. Its upper end is connected with the handlebar part. The frame part is coordinated with the front tube, and the lower end is connected with the front axle part from the guidance system of the bicycle. So for forks process, including milling process. This is occur possible defects. This is design rulers. And another one, this is bending process. So we will think about it and overcome it. And this problem of the bending angles, it is impossible for manufacturing process. Okay, let me talk about three parts of bicycle. The first one is the handlebar, and we can see the first one is the progression of the handlebar. The handlebar is used as a gating system. It not only changes the direction of the bicycle by diametric control, but also plays the role of the separating the weight of the person and can maintain balance. Okay, we can see the two pictures of handlebar, and the second one is manufacture of handlebar. The handlebar is one of the main components of the bicycle control. First, the right handlebar will give your ride a better riding comfort and control experience. Okay, and this is some metal handlebars of material, and this is some handlebars of size. And the third is a manufacture of handlebar process. We can use by drawing process. And the drawing process, it means applying. Applying refers to the shaping process of metal through the die hub to obtain the degrees shape and size of the product under the action of external tension. And this is the manufacture of handlebar process. First one is prepare the drawing equipment and use the model, and then apply with the solid material, and then get the handlebar back and place it and pat it. This is a finally writing the handlebar and the handlebar. We can use ARC writing. Okay. This is some defects of make handlebar, and drawing process. Additional space is formed due to uneven deformation and some resultant space remarks in the product after drawing. Farmer said no space, and this is how to overcome it. The one is reduce the uneven deformation, and two is concurrentive processing. Three is low temperature handling. Okay, the second part of bicycle is the handset. Because the first one is also the function of the headset. The float plate is a structure that competes with the float table of the float fracture. And this is two pictures of headset. It can be divided into two tables. The tooth table and the editorials table. And the handle picture now
tube is also divided into two tables. The tooth table and the interlaces table. Okay, and the second one is made of hexate main journal. It came to that the antenna of the brain is steel. The remaining parts are all made of 6061 or 7005 aluminum, so the quality is better. But the space is also reduced due to the softer material. And the third is manufacture of hardset practice. In here we can use theta cassetting. This is the theta cassetting practice. The first one is making a theta model, and then melting the metal into the metal state. Pouring the metal solution into the mold, waiting for the metal to solidify, and getting the black, the first one for the surface finishing. And this is the theta cassetting. It's some process is some defects. It is menstrual and cut sheet and strict committee. Okay, the 5 is how to overcome it theta cassetting defects. One is design simple part for the is of cassetting practice, and position paper parting line of the bed in the part. And 3 is position of design the best gating system to run uniform fitting of record materials into the medical committee. And 4 is slug on a property genre material for the system. And 5 is the position made features in the property with such as sprivets and runners. And the last one is make sure paper controls and good practice are applied. Okay, the three parts of bicycle is brake part. The first one is also friction of brake pad. The brake pad is converts the kinetic energy of the bicycle into heart by friction, and the brake caliper contains two brake parts with a friction surface fitting the rotor. Okay, let's look at this picture. The brake parts is including two parts, this and this. Okay. Then this is the manufacture of brake parts of process. Brake parts are mostly composed of two parts. Okay, does not explain these two parts. The brake plate is usually steel or sometimes aluminum, and we can usually use cassetting, proxetting, maintaining, and you can choose another one to make it. And the funneling is the important part. All you need to add is the spring, and then you can have a complete brake part set. And this is manufacturer parts of defects and how to overcome it. Defect 1 is the next part is the one to correction. We can use some mats to cut and the cutting to prevent corrosion. The cutting can be a high temperature cutting or bracket powder cutting. Some parts we will use the electroplating that do not require the plate, and the defect 2 is abnormal loss when braking, and this is some how to overcome with or overcome defect 1. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
In my part, I will talking about the next 3 parts. The first one is front hub and rear hub. First of all, as for the function of the hub, it is used to transmit vertical loads from the wheels to the axles. It can also transmit any lateral load. Then, how can we make them? The starting material is an extruded long-strain aluminum tube that is preformed into the shape of a ring. The worker presses the extruded tube one at a time on a metal bending machine, and the machine continuously bends the tube to 4 adjacent rings. Then, after measuring and determining that its diameter is completely satisfactory, they put the spiral tube on the cutting machine. It cuts 4 rims to the next knife. They will later weld the cut sections. After that, it is an anti-corrosion coating. This process is called anodizing. In a tank, they use a protective chemical to electroplate aluminum, and the charge-applying coating particles adhere to the surface of the rim, followed by a computer assistance machine from nearly 3. The last thing to do is assemble. This manual task is entrusted to a dedicated bicycle technician to complete it because it requires a level of technological and no machine can be made. Of course, in order to ensure good quality control, each spoke is also inspected, and any necessary tension adjustments are made. Then, it is the defects and how we can overcome it. And about the defects, there are shift or mismatch, swell, blow holes, drop, and so on. And you can see the solution from the slide for each of them. Then let's move on the next part, theory. Also, firstly, As for the function of it plays a driving rules, so the chance to transfer the work to the real wheel promote the rotation of the real wheel. Therefore, the bike can be used. Then, as for the manufacturing process, we use the stamping process. Stamping is to rely on the press and die on the plate, shape, pipe, and profile and other external force, so as to produce plastic deformation or separation, so as to obtain the required shape and size of the workpiece. Forming process method. Then you can see we usually use the material is low carbon steel or medium carbon steel 45 steel. Then also it is about the defeats and the solutions. About its disadvantages, you can see there are high requirements for manufacturing and installation accuracy and high manufacturing cost, and it shouldn't be used in the two-axis central distance is very large machines, and it is sensitive to shock and vibration. Then how we can handle with it? You can make the central distance between the two axes smaller, or increase butterflying and reduce system vibration. Then the final part is rims. The function of it is the spots of the double ring do not contact the inner tube directly. The inner tube will not be worn out, and the double ring has a more stable structure and is not easy to change. As for the manufacturing process, generally we have three main processes: gravity casting, low pressure casting, and die casting. Now we use the method of die casting for the basic rigs, and you can see the process as the following. Then about the material, we usually use stainless steel, aluminum, alloy, and carbon fiber. And you can see each of the material, the property as the slide shows. Finally, about its benefits and solutions. Stainless steel rims is expensive, heavy, but not easy to deformation. The aluminum alloy rings is cheap and light, but easy to deform. Carbon fiber is light, resistant to deformation, but costly. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, now I will talk about the tail. Tail are one of the most important components of bicycle because it not only helps to withstand the weight of bike itself and the rider, but also provides the most appropriate direction to move the bike to the desired direction. More importantly, it has a certain damping function. Obviously, the tail enables the bicycle to move on a variety of ground and have a longer life. You can say it is a picture of that. Usually we use rubber as a raw material for tiles. At room temperature, it is plastic and can be deformed with a small internal force. After the internal force is removed, it can be restored to its original state, so it can be used for a long time and has a good performance. As for manufacturing process, we choose compression molding. And now I will talk about the defects and the solution of that. Maybe the connecting plates will be easy to break, and the solution is raise the temperature and add some adhesives. The advantage of that is suitable for volume production with high production efficiency, not so expensive for raw material is available all over the world. Simple process. Near no electrical equation, but its disadvantage is the rubber may be harmful to children's health. Flooded tire may be dangerous for the back and the rider. And then the next part is cranks. Cranks are designed with a machine part, and ergonomics it transmits the force from the rider to the rear wheel. Its length can change according to the different user, and because of big force, it should be strong enough to tolerate the deformation. Because of big bending angle at the connecting place, there will exert high force. You can see this is two picture of cranks. After discuss, we decide to use carbon steel to do the cranks, such as Q2354. It has high tensile, compression, bending, and shear strength. We think sand casting is the most suitable job method to produce cranks. According to the size of children's back, we make the die casting of cranks. You can see it is a picture of that of die casting of cranks. The defect of that has misrun, cold short, cold shoot, shrunk edge cavity, sand block, pinhole, penetration, mold shift, and others. The solution way is this defect may occur because of poor speed, dirty environment, freezing speed, or one operation, and we cannot easily survive those defects for it has been slowed state, so we need to be careful at the beginning and during the process. The advantage of that is it is inexpensive and simple to use. It is suitable for the shape of cranks. It is the ideal method for tissue production and the production of a small lot. Products are expensive to have no direction and properties. The disadvantage is dimension accurately and the surface finish would not be adapted for final requirement, and the rubber instances defects are difficult to remove. And then next I will talk about the pedals. After people get on back, they use pedal as the power to transfer the force to the transmission itself. It is a picture of pedals. And its manufacturing process, we think the injection molding is very suitable. Injection molding is the method for molding industrial produce. Products are usually made of rubber and plastic. Injection molding. Injection molding can also be divided into injection molding and die casting method. Injection molding machine is the main molding equipment that make plastic produce of various shapes with plastic or small stacking materials. Use plastic molding models, and the material is plastic. Relative to metal, stone, wood, plastic products have the advantage of low cost, strong plasticity, widely used in national economy. The plastic industry occupies a very important position in the world today. The production of plastic products in the world over the years of high-speed development. Plastic raw material is defined as a kind of synthetic or natural polymer, which can be connected into any shape and can keep the same shape at last.
Okay, I will start from the seat. Seat is the place where a rider sits for quite a long time, so it must be pleasant to sit here. What's more, seat bears nearly all the weight of the rider. At the same time, the rider might move left and right. However, the seat cannot change its direction according to the rider. It should be strong enough to become no deform and no breaking down. Here are their pictures. We think bending is the most suitable method for the seat, and using aeroware and its raw material is good. About its process, it's mainly bending the aeroware to the shape of desired seat. And about its defects and solution, maybe the seat size is not suitable for everyone, since the body shapes are different between people and people. And we can cover some soft vibration or lower the seat height to make we feel more comfortable. Okay then, I will talk about the training wheels. From the picture, we can know it contains many parts, and its function of keeping balance can ensure the safety of the user and prolong the bicycle life. Normally, we choose injection molding to make the wheels and sand casting for the other parts. And common polymer and steel are suitable for raw materials. What's more, from real-life experience, we should pay more attention to the selection of raw material and the spring. Okay, in the end, before we start the design of the children's bicycle, we do a conclusion about the manufacturing process for various parts. And here are our discussion. For normal metal casting, we have sand casting, die casting, process casting, punching. For polymer product, we have extrusion process, injection molding, and blow molding. For bulk metal forming process, we have forging operation. What's more, we have powder metalwork process, surface treatments such as PVD, CVD, and others. And for drawing methods, we have welding, mechanical bonding, and others. Okay, family, the above is our analysis of the manufacturing process of 13 main components of children's bicycle. From the function of each component, the chosen of raw materials, the detailed manufacturing process, the possible defects and solutions, and the advantage and disadvantage of our manufacturing process. However, there must be certain deficiencies and loopholes in our analysis process. We firmly believe that only by deeper learning, more participation in actual production and life, the combination of theory and practice can help us design a perfect product. That's all. Thank you.